This video is for Limp Chicken. It's their tier 4 Patreon request. We're listening to more music from the game Warframe. This is called This Is What You Are. I'm excited. Let's go. So much space in every one of those. Oh, that's nice. We're going there? Yes, we are. And now, where do we resolve to? Okay, continuation of our theme here, different instrument. Okay, wow, the first minute 30 is amazing. Literally, the sound kind of composing out of thin air. It sounds like a very distant synth string type of entrance. It's just such a great way. From nothing just to something. We elongate. And then we establish. Ba-da-dee-dee-da-da. We obviously establish our key there, and then we get a little bit of support in a drone underneath. And it also kind of gives us some tempo. Very slow, but there's a lot more rubato that comes up. We have like these phrasings that happen, and then there's a big fermata, and then we really just kind of push and pull with just kind of where the breath is going to be, and then we go. I am enjoying this quite a bit. Again, out of nowhere. You're left wondering, but then low end comes in. Development of the low end. Awesome. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Then we kind of borrow from those notes we just had, and we get much more of a tangible melody that's going to kind of evolve here. Similar use of intervals and shape and contour. You can feel it pushing through the chord progression against the same drone underneath. Ba-da-da. And then we chill. Now, what a great place to take that. So we go from the voice we have in the beginning, and now we kind of just go up to a very polite, polite's not the word, a very non-intrusive, almost like children's sounding choir. I don't know why I said polite, sorry. But you know what I mean, though? We're taking similar melodic content and just changing the timbre, but in a very kind of peaceful way, but enough to be, this is a shift. But here, we have some space with how we use the end of this phrase. And we're growing and pushing. That was a big one there. And now we have our cadential points. And we're going to push on. Change the instrument. Similar theme, though. Here we go. Wow, man, that's what I like. Okay, and it gets explosive now. Let's go back and get this again. So we shift, we have our credential point here, and then we go towards more of a cultural sounding string instrument. Sorry, the name is slipping me. I apologize. But then we have some traditional strings supporting that. And the melody is similar. It's not the same as what we had just had, but it's more of a kind of a theme of development here. But it sparks the interest, though. At no point is there any room to get bored whatsoever. It's such a beautiful, the way the contour is expressed here. Perfect after the cadence point. Forward motion. We have less rubato. Way more forward motion. We don't allow that drama that was previous is not here. You can't think about these ideas for too long. We push. And we know we're going somewhere, though. A major shift is coming here. Woo! Yeah, man. The obvious thing to say is we're much more percussive, and there's no doubt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there's no doubt where time is. We do not have any form of rubato or fermatas or just a lull, and we're not playing behind the beat. We're not playing in front of it. It's just the groove is there. And as we kind of expand through the introduction of percussion here, our melody is still there, but we get quite the extensive use of our backgrounds and strings with massive, like kind of like arpeggios, kind of sneaking in and out. I feel like the dynamic level was very, it's very tasty, meaning it's not intrusive to the melody, but it's enough to like kind of pull your, depending on what listeners you're, what layers you're listening to, it kind of pulls you in between, which I think is a really great effect. I went back to 155. I think at 157 is where it changes here. Clear 6. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, man. All the little, sorry, they're not little, they're kind of big variations in the rhythm, but they still fit within the 6. You can also count it as 12 too, depending on how you want to feel the phrasing. For me, the 6 just feels stronger. But it's just some great variance in the percussion use. And, you know, as a percussionist, I appreciate that, man, because it makes, you know, it's more entertaining and fun for us to play. And also I feel like what the listener gets is good stuff to listen to rhythmically. Yeah, we're still busy underneath the melody here. Listen to the strings. Man, so I know we already talked about it. It just gives you so much to listen to, but ultimately you still have this beautiful melody that's going on, but now you have a groove underneath it. So I think for that to happen, to have such this like elongated, this open legato sounding gorgeous thing going on, but on the underneath to have such a groove happening, like that's cool. Like I think that's harder to write than you would guess, because I think it'd be easy to mess that up. So that's nice. Go back 5 seconds. Let's keep going. Small variations in percussion. Oh, it's groovy, man. Oh, the melody is so good. There's our credential point once again. Oh my God, God, the drums are so good. That's getting loud. Oh, we're about to get, okay, we're going there, huh? Okay, that's 403. Let's go back to 355. Now, the reason I didn't stop in the middle of that sequence is because, as I'm sure you noticed, we heard familiar material as far as our culture instruments being represented here, but I mean, the obvious difference was how much louder the dynamic increase with the percussion underneath. And we just kind of, the contour just kind of looking like this, and the shape just pushing and pushing and pushing. And now we're getting to, you know, some extreme vocal percussion going on. And we're at 355 at a 614. I'm curious, do you think it pushes and just builds and crescendos to the end, or are we going to taper off and come back down? So we went back about 5 seconds. Let's find out where we go. Ooh. Whoa. Oh my God. And then we explode with the rest of the piece coming in. Wow. Okay. Immediately, the first thing I took is then I took an arrow to the knee. Oh my God. This sounds like Skyrim, dude. Let's fucking go. Great progress. Sorry, I shouldn't make that comparison, but you know, it's just the Fuzroda. It kind of has that vocal feeling there. It's really cool. I love the fact that the percussion breakdown is percussive in body nature, meaning voice is used. And they do a really cool thing. There's some, like, if we're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's like 6, 8, right? But it's could also be thought of as 2, 4 triplets, right? 1 and 2. And the cool part is there's some vocal parts in here that are 1 and 2, and we have some straight eighth notes against that. So just a little bit, you know, just a little bit of polyrhythmic kind of grooves, but nothing complicated, but it's enough of a difference to make it super interesting. At least to me, I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, I am going back to listen to our vocal section here. That's boom, ba, beam, clack, clack, boom, ba. That's some pretty cool phrasing. It's like big and open and aggressive, and it feels like, you know, like it feels primal in that aspect of like you can grab onto that. You get a lot of people doing that, and you feel powerful, aggressive. That makes sense? Yeah, dude. Oh man, it's almost harmonic sounding there. So now it's almost like a shout choir, because you are getting different voices going against each other. The rhythms are changing a little bit, but it almost feels like there's some like harmonic structures in place. I'm going back about 7 seconds. Wow. Yeah, man. I feel I just wouldn't mess with the group with doing this. This is like total dominance right here. Okay, cool. I mean, I'm going to be a little bit biased. It's super percussive and super vocal, so it's going to be probably my favorite section of the piece. We haven't finished yet, but that's just me. Okay, we're going to let it play out. Here we go. This is 433 to the end. Here we go. Oh my God, man. There it is. Okay, I gotta say, the scope of that was pretty epic. That's gotta be, for me, that's gotta be one of the more powerful ones, like, it's kind of like Halo, you know, like that scope of where we're going. We get super big, very aggressive, very tangible to anybody that listens to it. And in my opinion, has a similar type of release of, like, I don't know, emotions when you listen to that and where you're going to go. The ending was very climactic. So the answer to our question, are we going to push? Yes, we did. It got very explosive. And then we didn't quite have a bookend as the beginning. The beginning was so spaced out. The ending was similar. We did die down in dynamics, and we had kind of a throwback, a callback to the melodies that were happening, but they were cadentially in the rhythm style of cadentially. They were much more, they're a little quicker. The delivery, there was not anything like the amount of rubato and just pauses we had with the way we were phrasing and delivering all that. So this was a great piece. This is what you are. I absolutely love that. Again, epic scope. Who cares what I think? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. My name is DrumRollTony. Catch me live on Twitch. Link for all the socials down in the video description below. If you liked the video, thumbs up. If you did not like the video, thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next video. All right. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.